Hi folks, this will be my last Monday. No, it's not Monday actually. We're on Wednesday. This will be my last Musings for 2022. So yeah, 2022. It's been a hell of a year. There's been a lot going on. I have been quite fortunate in some respects. I've experienced, some sadness and loss here and there, but that's the nature of being human. It's all ups and downs. But yeah, let me just adjust this camera because it appears a bit too high up. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I've experienced a lot of ups and downs. Good things, bad things, all that kind of stuff. But I've survived the year, so thumbs up on that one. 2022 has been quite interesting. I have had I've had the fortune to train, as I do most years, with a lot of phenomenal martial artists. Early big shout out to Tiwadar Shotokan, Sensei's Les and Steve Knight for sourcing some amazing instructors and helping me create links with these different people. I've been incredibly fortunate to attend seminars with the likes of the phenomenal Simon Oliver, the incredibly powerful Steve Lowe, and the amazing John Johnston, to name the three amigos. Managed a really great session with Mick Tully and Al Peasland. That was brilliant as well, actually. Really enjoyed that one. Had a great time at that particular seminar. Me and a friend, Matt Gordon, we were like kids in a sweet shop. It was brilliant. Really reignited a passion for getting stuck in and having fun with my martial arts, actually. I think it's very easy for us to take everything a little bit too seriously sometimes, and you lose the love and the fun of it. There's been some amazing seminars. I was fortunate to attend Kaizen this year, which was a great experience. Trained with the likes of Tommy Joe Moore at that one. There was loads at that one, actually. I can't remember the name of the Sambo guy we trained with first. He was brilliant. I'll have to double check on that one. There was a lot going on. So yeah, I've attended a few of these sorts of quite large events. It's been very good. But I mean, as much good as I've seen some bad as well. I've seen some quite dishonest and dishonourable actions from some people, which has sort of led me to step away from certain situations and cut ties with folks so that I wasn't involved. And yeah, stuff like that. I've seen quite a bit, but it's been really good. The Musha Shukyo project started this year, which has been phenomenal. Me and James Hinsley started our travels. We intended to get a lot more done than we actually did, in all honesty. We started quite late, and we've sort of had personal lives to juggle whilst doing that, but we were very fortunate to nab an interview with the absolutely amazing and one of a kind Sensei Austin Burks, and that was amazing. If you've never seen or met Sensei Burks, you really need to be fair. Guys, on another level. absolutely phenomenal. His ability to keep pushing forward in spite of, you know, every odd that's stacked against him is unreal. It's on another planet. And as far as pure Shotokan karate goes, from an outsider's perspective, he's phenomenal, really phenomenal. So yeah, check out the Musha Shigyo channel for that one actually, and have a look at the interview and everything. It's fairly raw, fairly choppy, but I'm proud of what we accomplished with it, to be quite honest with you, and we intend to keep that real feeling to everything that we do going forward. Beyond that, I've had my dojo to carry on with, picked up a couple of new students, lost a couple of students, as is always the way. See who turns back up in the new year, but you know, if they do, fantastic. If they don't, they're lost. I've reached a point where personally I'm a little bit fed up with coaching. I wish there was probably a bit less pressure on me. You know, it's not easy being the only person that can do the role. That's hard sometimes. But there you go. Moving into 2023, I will be pushing ahead, launching an online library for my students. So that's quite a big undertaking in itself. I'm going to be working on that. So we should, my students should be benefiting from that nest management system that I'm bought into earlier on in the year, that I've not really made full use and fully trained myself in using yet, because it's quite a big undertaking. I've had a lot of other stuff on. So we'll see how that goes anyway. We'll see how that goes. The past year has been quite interesting. Over the past 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, there's been a lot of loss. That's never pleasant to sort of approach and talk about. We the karate world in the UK, we lost the powerful Sensei Damien Woods. I only met him a handful of times, and he really came across as an absolute giant of a man, not just in stature. He was massive, but in heart and spirit. You know, I don't have much of a personal connection with the guy, but I've seen how much his loss has affected other people that are quite close to me, to be fair. And yeah, it is a real tragedy, to be quite honest. Besides that, there were another couple of more personal to me losses, which I'm still working on getting my head around, I suppose, is the best way to put it, but it's one of those. So I read an interesting post actually on Facebook, which, as of time of filming this, I am currently banned again for calling out racists, and by calling out I mean insulting them, using you know, horrendous insults and swearing, which apparently goes against Facebook's community standards. Community standards is an interesting turn of phrase, isn't it? I wonder how long before the words community standards becomes something that becomes sort of sacrosanct and ingrained in law in our general society, not online society. But that's a whole tinfoil hat wearing conversation for another day. So I'm currently on a ban from Facebook, but I read an interesting post actually. It was from Tommy Joe Moore. Much like myself, he doesn't really do resolutions, but He posted up a list of what he considered his martial manifestations. It's the stuff that he's working towards or going to be working towards throughout the new year anyway. Brilliant list actually, and knowing Tommy, he will absolutely decimate those targets and be bored by the middle of the year if his current work rate is anything to go by. But there was one thing that really resonated with me in his post, and one of those things was that he really wants to put more focus into doing what he does for a living, because it's what he was put on this planet to do. I'm not particularly religious. I don't particularly believe in a creator or anything like that. I try not to think about it, I'll be honest with you. I actively try to push away from thinking about things like that, because it's a waste of time and energy, in my opinion. But in terms of purpose, like, it's something that resonates with me, with what Tommy said, because I never wanted to be in martial arts, as I've mentioned previously. In fact, my childhood dream was to be like an archaeologist, like Indiana Jones, but without the fear of snakes. And then on top of that, I actually focused all me energy into English. I wanted to either write or teach English. Literature, not language. That gets quite boring, but literature you can really have fun with. Try and pass on the joy of the written word to other people. Unfortunately, I've ended up in martial arts. Well, unfortunately, I've ended up in martial arts either way, and that seems to be more my purpose. I'm not particularly keen on being a teacher. But it just seems to be where I've ended up. So, maybe make the most of that. But I was put here to be involved in martial arts, be involved in karate especially. So that's what I'm going to pour my energies and focus into, because I've only got one life. So for my martial manifestations, I want to compete more, get in some fights, pretty cool. I wonder if there's anything similar to Kyokushinkai tournaments that will involve me having to pay MC amounts of money to different organisations to get signed up. If anyone knows, let me know. Pardon me. I want to write more, seeing as my specialisation now is in martial arts, and unfortunately I lost a lot of the creativity I had as a child. I'm not as poetic as I was. I think, I would like to write more, get more work published. So I am going to be doing more towards that. Training more. I can't train more than I do already without damaging myself. But maintaining my training and constant progressive improvement. I'll be working on that. Also, trying to improve my lot on my terms. The dojo I'm sat in right now is my space, and I'm proud of what I've built, but it still wasn't 100% done on my terms, just for me. It came as part of the community centre that myself, along with other people, helped build. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to help my local community anymore. My local community has, at best, not bothered to inquire too much into what we do and why we're doing what we do. At worst, actively attempted to sabotage our efforts in some respects. So, to put it bluntly, fuck them. I'm very much done with people taking the piss moving forward. So my goal is to take all of this that I've built and that I've worked on and that I've dedicated my life to and put it somewhere for me and the people that want to walk alongside me on my particular journey in martial arts. So over the next, well, not just year, it'll be years tied to release and all that jazz. Over the coming years, I will be working on pushing forward to create my own space for the Bushijutsu route, and that'll be it. How I do that, I'm not sure yet, but I'll get there. I hope. It'll be a one-shot opportunity, really. Very absolute. Anyway, so yeah, there's a couple of ideas of mine floating around. But yeah, I want to go on more martial arts related adventures, do more Musha Shugyo related stuff, showcase what I do more, you know. I came to the realisation that I do have things that I can teach. Not everybody that I know feels the same way. I actually get disregarded quite a lot, which is really fucking insulting sometimes. You know, you spend between 6 and 8 hours of your day every day researching, developing, working purely in martial arts, and some numpties that train for an hour a week believe that they have more to offer. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I've not really showcased. I tend to try and fade into the background as much as possible. So I'm not going to do that so much going forwards. Demonstrate more of what I'm capable of doing for people. I have a lot of people who I could help develop more. So I'm going to do that. Those people that are of a similar mindset, that are trying to aim for similar goals, those are the people I want to help, people I want to teach. And yeah, teaching going forward, I'm going to take much less shit from people going forward. I've had some horrendous people in my dojo over the past 18 months actually. One to the point where I banned somebody completely because they caused far too much upset in my dojo. Then, this particular individual, who was a child, I then get slandered by their parents, who at no point through that entire process took up my offer to come in and speak face to face to resolve the issue. So yeah, I'm done dealing with entitled shitbags coming into my space, onto my mats. There will be an absolutely no tolerance policy going forward from me because I haven't got the time for it, and I don't want to put the emotional investment in. So that's going to be another one. I'm not taking so much shit going forward while I build my dojo to what it can be. Yeah, martial manifestations. So anyway, going forward, a lot to come in the new year. So as I said before, the Musha Shugyo project is going to be kicking forward with a bit more steam. We're going to hopefully visit more people. I hope that a lot of the people I've met and attended seminars with will be happy enough to be interviewed over time. That'd be amazing. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting involved in some more cool projects. So the Musha Shugyo one will be a big one. We've been doing a little bit of stuff with the Kaizen events sort of group. And yeah, you'll see me on the mats at Kaizen. That'd be quite cool. So look forward to that. I'm going to be putting something together quite special for that one. Really planning well ahead in advance for that. What else? Oh, Festival of Martial Arts, I'm looking forward to that. That's mainly just a really cool weekend away. I get to take the kids, the missus and the kids get to come away with me for a weekend of martial arts and family-based activities, which is going to be brilliant. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. But yeah, more than that, I'm gonna look forward to pushing harder into the new year on my own training, my own research, and putting more of that together. So keep your eyes peeled. More published written work from me. And yeah, more work through the Musha Shugyo project from myself and James Hinsley. That'll be amazing. And other than that, we'll just try and survive. We'll keep pushing forward as much as we can. I hope you've all enjoyed your Christmas. I hope it's been at the very least a peaceful one. You know, at the very most a really abundant one. I hope that your New Year's is fantastic. If you do make resolutions, I hope that you keep to them for more than that initial couple of weeks. And I hope for everybody that I've met, trained with, trained under, trained around the past year, I wish you all a prosperous one going forward. I look forward to the next time that we share the mats. Please take care of yourselves, stay healthy, and let's have an absolutely phenomenal 2023. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.